Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast focusing on the booming Chinese equine market. Bringing to you by two experts of Chinese equine industry, Zeiking and Wen Li, from Shanghai and Beijing, introducing China to the world. Hi Wen, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Beijing is recovering rapidly from the COVID. The streets and the shopping malls are crowded again. The city is reactivating.
So good to hear that. Beijing was hugely affected by the COVID situation at the end of last year. It was difficult to enter Beijing for a few months. Now everything seems back to normal.
Yes, this is good stuff for 2023. For our China Horse Business Live, the beginning of the new year is also promising. The 17th edition of this monthly webinar was held yesterday. 4 speakers representing federations and brands from France, the UK, and Italy took part in this webinar.
We are excited to work closely with more partners and speakers in 2023 on this unique webinar which connects international stakeholders to Chinese decision makers.
For sure. Well, let's start our podcast by the China News session. We are going back to Dongguan Camelot Equestrian Club to relive the competitions covering 2 consecutive weeks.
It is really a marathon of competitions. In 2 weeks, 2 competitions were held at Camelot. They are the 24th edition of Camelot Cup and Soho U19 Jumping Youth League from December 22 to 25 and 2022 Dongguan Equestrian Finale from December 38 to January 2, 2023. The total prize money of the competition is up to 560,000 RMB.
Among which, the Camelot Cup is the most long-standing show jumping competition in China. It was created by Mr. Li Zhenqiang, Chinese Olympic rider, founder of Camelot Equestrian Club. This competition is held every year since the creation of the club. For information about the club and the Camelot Cup, please go back to Season 2, Episode 25 and listen to it.
For our China Club session today, we will introduce you a Chinese insurance company specialized in high-risk sports, including equestrian sports.
The Xie18.com is a brand affiliate to Huize Insurance Company. They provide a few insurance products focusing on high-risk sports such as cycling, ski, and equestrian sport.
As the equestrian sports grows in China, the needs of getting covered by an accident insurance are also emerging. The Xie18.com is a newcomer in the equestrian sports. In the annual report released by the company, they received 98 claims related to equestrian sport in 2022 for a total of 1.4 million RMB.
In terms of sex ratio, 62% females versus 38% males. The age ranges covered from 7 to 51 years old. As for the regions, the statistics show that the Liaoning Province and Tianjin Atomic City are on top of the list, taking 18% and 70% of the total claims.
The most frequent claims is caused by the falling down from the horses, and the riders are most likely got hurt on their hands, hips, backs, and heads. Overall, equestrian sports comes with risk of accident. It is great to have insurance options for riders, professionals, and clubs to cover their potential injury and damages.
The appearance of this kind of insurance also shows the equestrian sport is getting more mature in China. A healthy and sustainable equestrian industry should include many segments, making it an integral and complete industry chain.
So true. Well, let's tune in to our China story session now.
For our China story today, we interviewed a jockey trainer, LIU Xue from Wuhan. Let's read out his answers to our classic 7 questions. First one, your name and profession.
My name is LIU Xue, racehorse trainer.
How did you get involved in the equine industry?
I was the first trainee of Orient Lucky Horse Group Flying Star, and that was how I became a jockey.
For the next question, why horse is special for you?
I've entered the horse industry since my teenage years. The horses has witnessed my growth. Horses give me the opportunity to show my ability and give me a chance to walk. My wife and I also established a family because of the relationship with horses.
What is your most memorable horsey moment?
There are so many memorable things. For example, it was in the Orient Horse City that we have our wedding. My wife was sitting in a carriage and I led the jockeys to welcome her. I fasted a lot for the race and did not eat for 3 days to reduce 5 kilograms to win the championship. The first highest prize of Wuhan's 880,000 RMB Wuhan Cup.
Next question, who is your idol and why?
My idol is Frankie Dettori. I like his style of riding and he's broad, calm, and very friendly.
What is the must-have item in the stable you want to recommend?
The most indispensable equipment is helmet, body protector, boots, saddle, reins, and girths.
Mr. Liu also made an outlook for the next 5 years. He said, bring my stable horses to the highest level of competition, hand over the professional knowledge I have learned to young jockeys, cultivate more horse racing talents, and dedicate my life to China's horse racing career.
Great! That's all we have for today. Let's talk again next week. Bye!
Bye.
This podcast is co-hosted by Zoe King and Wen Li, powered by Wonder Horse, a business solution provider focusing on Chinese equine market and a bespoke equestrian community in China.